All right, welcome back to Gear Gun Works. We're going to be doing a takedown lesson on a M&P Shield Plus. This is a 9mm. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and take the mag out. Mag releases here, okay? And we're pointing it in the safe direction with our finger off the trigger as well. Boom, mag out. We can set that to the side for now. So now what we're going to do, finger off the trigger again. Want to rack it and make sure no brass in the chamber. Boom. So now if you actually do not depress the trigger at this point, this is different. Like I did an SD9 video, and this takedown is different. This one has a different takedown lever. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously make sure that's clear first, right? Then we're going to rack it all the way back, and we're going to push that slide catch right there up all the way back, right? Push that up, then we're going to lock it back. So that's locked back now. That's where we want it for now. So now what we're going to do is, you can see this lever here. We're going to push, and you can come maybe here if you're having trouble with it, but be careful, just because sometimes this slide will, if you touch this on accident, it'll fly forward and it might pinch you. This is a pinch point here. So what I would recommend doing is just taking it like this and just flicking the lever down. And see, it's even kind of hard. And if you have to do it with this, finger or thumb, you can. But yeah, you just flick that lever down, boom. It's a little hard, and it might even be harder on a newer gun. This one's been broken in, so keep that in mind as well. So now that that lever is in that position, what we're going to do now is we're going to, and don't let it just fly forward, we're going to take the slide here, grab it, and you can kind of pull it all the way back to the position, and it'll let that slide release down. And if it doesn't, just push it down and then let it ride slowly to this position, right? Lever's still down, boom. So now what we're going to do in a safe direction, right, is we're going to pull the trigger. And what that's going to do now is that is going to send the slide forward slightly. And don't point it down when you are pulling the trigger, because the slide will just fall off. So that's going to put it in about this position here, where the slide's not fully intact anymore. So now all we're going to do is just take that slide off, and boom, there you go. So now you have your frame, and now you have your slide detached. So if you watch my SD9 video, you'll see that these M&Ps are, M&P is military and police line of Smith&Wesson. They're kind of all the same concept on the internals. So as far as the rails and everything go, there's 2 rails, one on each side here and 2 in the back over here that the slide rides on. They're actually really caked up right now. You can actually see that they're pretty dirty. And I just got done shooting these this week, and I have to clean them and everything, so they got a little dirty. But so you're gonna want to oil you're gonna want to clean and oil these points, any contact points, and anything that's moving internally, like that bar right there. Anything that's moving internally, you're gonna want to clean in there, clean in the mag oil, get down in there. Use gun specific solvents, not any other random chemicals. Use swabs, right, to make cotton swabs and sponge swabs specifically for guns. So grab you some of those, they're pretty cheap. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go up same way with the SD9. So this has a plunger here, and if I'm right-handed, all I'm going to do is take my finger here, same concept, push it towards the front and pop it up, and that'll just come right out. So there you go, there's your plunger, just coming straight out of this area, right? So now that's out, we can do the same thing with like the SD9, and we'll just pop the barrel up, right? Pop the barrel up, And remember, I mentioned this in the other video as well, sights down, right? The sights are down. That's how we're holding the slide assembly. So we're just gonna kind of push the barrel a little bit forward, pop it up, and it's gonna come out. Boom. So there you go, barrel's out. So now you're gonna wanna clean along this rail and inside of this rail here, all along there, because, and you're gonna wanna oil it well as well, because that's where the rails slide on. So there you go there. Plunger, you can clean that up if you want. You know, oil it up a little bit. And then you got your barrel. Like I said, clean everything with, I mean, especially a barrel as well. Clean it with a gun specific solvent, and don't leave any solvent inside of the barrel when you're going and cleaning. You'll see particles in there, you know, carbon buildup. The feed ramp especially will have a lot of carbon buildup, and you can actually see that carbon buildup there on that feed ramp. So just make sure you're cleaning and all these little cracks and everything with that solvent. Then take all the solvent out and then oil it. And you can get a bore snake too for doing a deep clean on the barrel. If you don't know what a bore snake is, just look it up. Pretty self-explanatory. You just run basically a rope and a brush through the barrel and it'll clean everything up for you. So there you go, your barrel, plunger, slide, frame, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all back together. So sights down, boom, slide, sights down. So what we're gonna do now, and you know what, I'll zoom in just a little bit for you guys. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our barrel, sights down, boom, take our barrel, spikes up, so spiky things here, up, and we're just gonna drop our barrel in like this and slide it forward, boom. So it'll just slide in there and it kind of freely moves. So we want to push it all the way back to the rear position. So with the other finger, just push it all the way back till it drops in like that. So one more time, boom, push it all the way back till it drops in like that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our plunger. So this one that has the lip, that's gonna be sitting on this ridge here. The one that is kind of flat and doesn't have a ridge, I mean not flat, but is smaller and doesn't have that ridge there, or that lip, that is gonna go towards the front of the barrel or the slide. So you're just gonna, there's a notch here, you can see it there, there's a notch in there. So you just want to take this piece, this side, and put that in there. Boom, there you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our index finger like this, and we're going to push the plunger in, and we're going to let it sit right in that groove. As you can see, it's just sitting right in that groove. And you don't want it off to the side like this. That will be a mistake. So you want to just press it to the center, and it rolls around kind of freely, and you'll be like, whoa, why does it do that? It just does. And so don't worry about that. Just make sure that it's center. So not like this, but make sure that we're centering it up, right? So now what we're gonna do with that is we are going to take now the slide, sights up. I'm going to take this and you're going to line these rails up with the notches that are here and here. So I'm going to take these rails, 1 and 2 over there. I'm going to line them up with this notch here and this notch here. You can see the little one. So we're just going to pop it in there, boom, and just square it up. And those back 2 rails as well, here and here, will just fall in, boom. So now that we have it pretty much on, what we want to do is we want to rack it again, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to push that mag release back up here and make sure that it catches. So now that we're in that lock back position, Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this lever and we're just gonna flip it back up, and it should just boom, flip back up. So after that, what you can do, I wouldn't let the slide just fly forward. We're gonna do it again where we clamp the slide back. We're gonna take it back. It should release that. If not, like I said, push it down and just let it slowly slide forward. So now we're all put back together, and we're gonna do a function test. So just pull the trigger, safe direction, make sure the chamber's clear, pull the trigger, boom. So sounds good, trigger's working good, and then do it a couple more times, however many times you feel, and that's pretty much it. Now your gun is taken apart, put back together. Remember, use gun specific solvents. I recommend a more liquidy oil. I use Remington gun oil because the thicker gun lubes tend to gunk up a little better, or a little worse, I would say. They attract a little bit more carbon buildup and dirt and stuff. So with that, I think that's the end of this video, and you can go ahead and reinsert your mag and store your gun however you prefer. So with that, that's the end of that process. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and keep coming back for more videos. I have more reviews and more takedowns as well. So with that, have a good day, and I will see